Alright, y'all. It is opening day eve. I'm out here fixing to roost these birds. Right here in the front. There's a blind up all of a sudden. It ain't been here. I was here the other day and it wasn't here. But it's right here in the front on this cornfield, and the birds are roosted way in the back historically, and that's where I'm going to be in the morning. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but we're going to ease back here and see if we can get something to gobble. And that's where we'll be in the morning. First morning of Michigan turkey season. First morning I've ever hunted in Michigan. A lot of firsts happening. And fingers crossed we can make it happen. Alright, we got one to gobble. Sorry I didn't have the camera on, but he's back that way towards the other. So there's a little swamp between these two ridges, and he's on the other side. So I'm gonna ease over that way and get a little closer to him, so that then try to get him to gobble again, so that I can pinpoint his location. And I'll probably ease in the woods on that side in the morning. But it's good that he's gobbling this evening. It'll probably be hot in the morning, even though it's supposed to be real cold. I don't know, with him gobbling like that this evening. I only out-hooted one time and he hit it. And I don't know, I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good about tomorrow. Alright, y'all. We've gotten over here on this side of the swamp, a little closer to where that bird was gobbling at. We're gonna try to get him to gobble one more time to try to put a pinpoint on him for tomorrow morning. Oh! I don't know if y'all be able to hear that or not, but he gobbled a good piece back in there. Gonna press a little bit farther to try to get a better point on him. I think I'm just gonna back out of here. This whole strip of woods is real good to call a turkey up. I've out-hooted at him 3 times and he's gobbled 3 times. So I think he'll be hot in the morning. I'm just gonna ease in here. I got a pin on right where I'm at, and I know where he's at. And I'm just gonna ease, maybe 100 yards closer or so in the morning, and sit down and start yelping to him. But I know where he's at, and we're gonna get after him in the morning. Alright, y'all, it is officially opening morning. It's 4 o'clock right now. Brewing a little coffee. I'm actually in my college dorm room, but I'm brewing a little coffee. We're gonna get rolled out. Gonna try to slide in the woods about 5. Turkeys should start going about 6:30. Try to get set up close to that turkey we roosted yesterday evening. But anyway, it's opening day. Been looking forward to it since the last day of season last year. So let's get after it. See what we can do with one. Alright, y'all, we made it here. As of right now, I'm the only truck in the parking lot. So I'm sure dude that's got that blind will be here. But hopefully any weekend warriors that roll by will see mine in his truck and keep on moving. But it's 4:45. Fixing to start walking. We got, I don't know, maybe 400 or 500 yards to go. I'm gonna try to get I'd like to be about 80 yards from this turkey. So that's the plan. We'll slide in here real early under the cover of darkness and see what kind of game me and him get going come daylight. So that's the plan. And y'all be with me the whole time, but you'll have to kind of bear with me on the footage. I've never really filmed nothing. But I decided I wanted to do it for real this year. And, just see if people like it. I might start doing it more. Might start filming some duck hunting in the winter and deer hunting in the fall. You never know. But we're going to get in here and say good morning to this bird. One of the problems we're going to run into is I was hoping we'd have a little moon to give me some light. But there is no moon. And I'm sure y'all can't see me, but it is pitch black. And once I tuck into the woods here, I got a good 350 yards or so to go in the woods. And it is thick getting back to this thing. And I really hate to use a light. But I don't know. We're going to see. That's why we're here early. Just take it really slow. Try to stay quiet. And try not to get hung up in no mess with all these thickets and everything through here. Alright, we're up here on the ridge now. So, went dark about 30 yards back. So now I'm really inching my way through here. I forgot to give y'all the specs on this morning. It's about 38 degrees. That's what it says. It feels a little warmer than that. I'd say it's probably 42 or so. A lot better weather than what they were predicting earlier in the week, so that's a breath of fresh air. Pretty calm. It's supposed to get windy about 9:30. So this ridge comes up and I'm up on the top, and then it drops back down maybe another 100 yards in front of me into a creek bottom, and that turkey is in that creek bottom. Now he's the only one that gobbled yesterday evening, so I know where he's at, but I know that there's 4 longbeards in here, because the mornings I've come out here and listened, I always hear 4. I don't know where they're at, so I'm being really careful about that. But I got up here, bumped a couple deer off. Sounded like 2 of them. They didn't bump real hard. They just kind of trotted off the other way. Thank goodness they didn't blow. But anyway, I'm gonna ease up here and probably another 80 yards or so. I'm gonna start looking for a place to sit down and wait on the first early riser of this April 20th morning. Alright, he just gobbled. When he did, there he is right there. The first time he gobbled, another bird gobbled over there towards that end. Probably 150 yards, but this bird, the one I roosted, if I had to guess, he's probably 90 yards, a little farther than I thought, which is good. I checked on X and my heart kind of sank because I accidentally got about 90 yards, which is perfect. And anyway, it's getting going here. He's gobbled twice, other birds gobbled once. Got a whippoorwill going over here to my left. Alright, those other three birds are down the bottom that way. I think they're with the hens. I've heard a couple of them in there. I think this joker right here is all by himself. And he's gobbling good. He's just gobbling on his own. Yeah, there's a hen down there. He's probably gobbled 10 or 12 times. I'm gonna wait on him to gobble again, and then I'm gonna give him a tree yelp, because he was facing my way. It sounded like him the last time he gobbled. I don't think he was, so I'm gonna let him know we're here. Alright. Didn't hear from him for a minute, and then he finally gobbled about 40 or 50 yards to the left of where he was. So I guess he's on the ground. I never heard him fly down. But he gobbled, and I yelped at him, and he cut me off. So we're gonna sit here and play the game with him. He ain't far, but I haven't confirmed if he's coming yet or not. So there's a little creek bottom between us, and he's probably 100 yards on the other side, just up on another little knob sitting there gobbling. Every time he gobbles that I've answered him, he answers me right back. But I think he just wants to sit up there for a little bit. We're gonna hang tight and see what he does. If he drops off it or something, we'll get over there with him. But I think there's a good chance he'll come across here, because it ain't real steep or nothing like that. We'll see. Well, he just gobbled again. And when he did, a hen started gobbling on and try him there. If he still ain't interested, those other 3 birds are down the bottom that way. I can just hardly hear them. They're distant, but they're gobbling pretty good. I know they got a bunch of hens with them. But if this one doesn't want to play, maybe I can peel one of them off. But I'm gonna let him do his thing. Let him drop over that other side of that ridge so that I'm comfortable easing over there. And I'll try him from there. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fall off the side, this little knob that we're on, and ease around the ridge that they're on. Ease around to them. Give him a yelp and see what he does. He ain't gobbling in a little bit. His hen's still over there yelping. I heard something walking towards me. It's a deer. There's a deer right over here. Well, that bird never did make another sound, but there was 2 or 3 over in this bottom gobbling. And as I was getting over here, I heard 2 gunshots. I couldn't tell if they were real distant or on the birds that were gobbling in here. I don't know. So I'm gonna slide in here and give a few calls. If they don't gobble, I'm just gonna assume that they got shot and go over to this other piece of public that I've been watching a bird at. But anyway, I'm gonna slide in here and let out a few yelps. Way back in there, but he's in here. There's a pair of wood ducks sitting on that limb. It's pretty neat. I got up here. I think this turkey was in this bottom gobbling. He was gobbling my whole way over here. And now he's quit. I almost am worried that he see me pop up on this ridge. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit though and see if he gets to going again. Okay, bird just gobbled. I don't know if it was him or a different one. Every time he's gobbled, no matter where I've gone, it sounded just distant. And that one was way out there. But as long as he keeps gobbling, I'll keep chasing him. So I'm gonna head down that way and see if I can get a clear ear on him. Starting to flirt with the property line a little bit. At least he is over there, so I'm gonna have to get over there and kind of assess the situation on that. We'll see. All right, I got over here where that bird was. Found him. Let me slide this camera off right quick. I'll get back with y'all when I get in a good spot. Okay, this bird is moving fast. Sounds like he's up on that other ridge or just over it. I think he's just over it. So I'm gonna make a risky move here and cut across the bottom through that ridge. It's really risky, but it's the only way I'm gonna catch him. The top of this one is just so thick. It's so loud. Fighting through it, I'll never catch him in time. This joker is on the move. I don't know where he's going, but I'm gonna try to get out in front of him in the direction that he wants to go and start yelping to him. See what happens. Got up here. And they were hammering right here. And I got to this tree. I was gonna sit down on this tree. And I look up and I see two red heads right on top of the ridge, bobbing. I just watched them both work up that draw there straight away from me. They didn't really know what they seen. Neither one of them ever ran, they just walked. But man, they were up here hot. They were hot. I don't know what to do from here. I don't know if I should just leave them alone and come back tomorrow. Or try to give them a little bit to calm down and try to call them up. I don't know. But let me tell you, they were hot. I mean, just hammering. All right, I've sat down pretty much right where they were. I'm gonna give them about 30 minutes or so. I'm just not gonna do nothing. And see if they get hot again. All right, we're fixing to roll over to another piece of public where I know there's a bird. Hopefully, normally when I went and checked on him, he gets in one of these two fields and he just sits there and gobbles. But it's 9:30 now, so I don't know if he still will be or not. But maybe we can strike him up. I just backed out of there. I figured, you know what? I screwed up, and they won today. So I'm gonna let them strut and carry on with the hens and in peace today and live to see another day. And if I don't kill this one over here, then they're in trouble in the morning. But well, that joker's dead, or he's about to be. So we'll find something else. There's a little dirt road right here that runs right up the middle of two big pieces of public, and I think I'm gonna just cruise up it and hop out and hit the glass. Ghost town. Okay, we're at a different access to the same place we started at this morning. Going after the bird, not the ones that I boogered, but the one that I was originally on. I'm gonna make a big loop kind of over to that ridge that he faded off on. Kind of just over in that area, gonna just kind of roll through there and hit a few calls. It's 10 o'clock, so hopefully that hen, or however many he had with him, has done left him. And he might be up in here wanting to play. But we got a pretty good hike back in here, and I'll probably do a little calling on the way. Just, you never know. Could be something else in here. I did hear some birds over this way this morning. I think I heard two. But Anyway, we're gonna ease back in here and see what happens. Alright, we just struck him. Been running the mouth call, nothing. Sometimes you gotta change up the call. I pulled out the glass and hit it. There he was. So, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did last time and push it till I get too close. I'm just gonna sit down right here and see what happens. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes. Haven't heard from him. He liked the glass, so I'm gonna get this glass again. See if he'll gobble again, but that way we'll know if he's got any closer or what. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're going straight away from him right now. We're gonna make a big loop, come around on the other side of him, and see if that changes things. If you guys can't tell, I'm a very aggressive turkey hunter, and sometimes that kills me. A lot of birds being aggressive, and sometimes it gets me in trouble, like y'all seen earlier this morning. But I feel like passive turkey hunters, sometimes that kills them a bird because they're passive, and sometimes it costs them a bird. Same thing. So I mean, I don't really think either one's right or wrong. I just think you gotta pick your poison. Day 2, Michigan turkey season, 4:30. Got my boy Jay with me this morning. We rolling out. We're gonna go after those 3 birds that were to my right at daylight yesterday morning and faded out up that bottom. The birds that I come up on that ridge and bumped them a little bit, we're gonna slide around on the opposite side of them from where I started yesterday morning, and hopefully they do somewhat the same thing, and we'll be kind of right where they want to be, sitting there yelping to them. And this time they won't know I'm in there, hopefully. So that's the plan. Check in with y'all in the woods. Alright, I know y'all can't see me, but we got to the edge of the woods. We're fixing to drop down in this bottom, work up the draw, and up on top of that ridge where the turkeys were at yesterday morning. We got probably, I don't know, 650, maybe 700 yards to go. And I'll check in with y'all when we get in here. We're just gonna, we're here plenty early. Just gonna inch our way through here real quiet. Get sat down and I'll check in. Alright. I know y'all still can't see nothing. smooth. Can't complain. I don't think anything knows we're in here. But we're right where there was 3 longbeards yesterday morning. They were up here all morning long just playing King of the Hill. I mean, as soon as they flew down, they headed straight to this ridge. And we're going to see what happens. Hopefully they do the same thing. If not, we'll run these ridges until we make something happen. Good shit. This is Jay's second turkey hunt. And we shot this thing at 6:57. So I think his third turkey hunt's probably gonna be a letdown.
You know what I mean? I was about to be like bad luck. I was like, if we don't get anything, he's never gonna ask me to go hunting with him again. I was like, I hope he gets something this time. Shit. Real pretty.
We were right up in the middle.